Number 5. The feet of the Northwest Seaboard. Between August of 2007 and February 11, 2016, over 16 dismembered feet, still clad in their socks and shoes, washed up somewhere along the Northwest Seaboard. Only one foot has been identified in July of 2008 and belonged to a man who was depressed and likely killed himself. These events are not the first cases of dismembered feet in the area. On July of 1914, the Vancouver Sun reported that a human leg encased in a high boot was found near the mouth of the Salmon River. The feat of the Northwest Seaboard remains a mystery to all to this day. Number 4. The Solway Spaceman. In the summer of 1964, a fisherman from Carlisle took a picture of his daughter and what looked like a spaceman walking around behind her. Jim Templeman, the photographer, claims that the man in white had not been there before when he took the photo, and many analysts have stated that the photo is not fake and has not been tampered with. Templeman also claimed that he was visited by two men in black who only identified each other as number 9 and number 11. A link was also made to the planned launch of a missile in South Australia. When scientists at the site saw the photo, they reported seeing two men in the firing range who looked identical to the Solway spaceman. The missile planned to be launched had in fact been built at an RAF base only a few miles away where the Solway spaceman picture had actually been taken. Number 3. The Voynich Manuscript. Named after Wilfrid Voynich, who bought the book in 1912, the Voynich manuscript has been dated back to the early 15th century. It is a book written by hand and illustrated in a language that is entirely unknown. Though it has been studied by many cryptographers, no one has cracked the code. The illustrations divide the book into different sections: herbal, astronomical, cosmological, pharmaceutical, and recipes. The illustrations have baffled experts. Many of the drawn plants seem to resemble any known species. Some believe it is a hoax, but most state it's too complex to be fake. Number 2. The Pollock Twins. In 1957, two sisters, Joanna and Jacqueline Pollock, were both killed in a tragic car accident. A year later, their mother gave birth to two twins, Jennifer and Gillian. Jennifer, the younger twin, had scars and birthmarks on her body that matched Jacqueline, the younger sister of the deceased. The twins began to ask for toys that belonged to the deceased girls that they themselves had never seen before. One day, they wanted to go to a park they haven't been to, but the deceased sisters had been to. At one point, the girls played a game in which Jennifer had laid down on the floor with her head in Gillian's lap and pretended she was dying. Gillian said, "The blood's coming out of your eyes, and that's where the car hit you." The scary thing about this was that the parents had never discussed the incident with the twins. At the age of 5, the odd behavior stopped and the girls grew up as happy, normal kids. Number 1. Flight MH370. The biggest, strangest, unsolved mystery in the past decade is the mystery of the Malaysian Airlines flight MH370. With no bad weather or technical issues logged, the disappearance of the MH370 flight stumped experts from across the world. The flight disappeared from air traffic radars an hour after takeoff, though it was still tracked by Malaysian military radars as it departed westwards from its planned flight path. Nothing was found of the craft until late July in 2015 when a piece of debris confirmed to be the flapreon from the plane washed up on a Reunion Island. Multiple small pieces of debris have been found, but the bulk of the airplane is still nowhere to be seen.